Everyone, welcome back to Friday Crypto. My name is Chase. Today we're going to look at Chainlink against the US dollar. Starting off on the hourly, working our way up to the daily and then the weekly. Look at the big picture, see where we are, important levels to watch for now, for today, for tomorrow, for your future self. So let's get right into it. On the hourly chart, we're starting to make some headway to the upside. What do we need to watch for? Well, we need to watch the ceiling. Where is the ceiling? Previous broken support, even on the hourly chart, right? No matter what chart you're looking at, look for the last touch point before the bigly brokenness. Bigly brokenness is your phrase of the day. Use it. So right there, right? The 200 EMA, right? On the hourly chart, that's around 750 right now. So if we can break that, then we can maybe pick up some steam. And until then, it should be looked at as resistance based on that and that monster of a candle on the hourly, right? So we're picking up, look at the Bollinger Bands. They're starting to open up. So maybe we're getting some steam, full steam ahead. So once Chainlink breaks 750, then we can really start to look at the next level up. So then you'd want to zoom out. Let's look at the daily chart, see if we got anything bigger and badder to look at. We'll get to this yellow line in a moment. That's on the weekly chart. But for the daily, we've now broken back below after our little uptrend here, where we've had a throwback down. We're at our median Bollinger Band, as you might be able to see. So we're still more bullish than bearish, at least on the daily chart so far. But we're holding resistance on the EMA 8. That's that red line right there. But what I do like is, we have our low here, higher low, higher low. So we're trying to go back up the stairs here. But what we need to avoid is making a lower low. So we need to remain above, 656, 657. And not only that, but we need to take out this high. So that's around 830. So those are the numbers to be watching for. Here's our 100 EMA, right? Not that significant, right? No big breaks, but 750, right, is very close to that EMA 8 on the daily. If we do that, let's put all full steam ahead to breaking this high right here, 830. So 750, 830, write it down. You can't remember. Let's zoom out for the biggest picture. Let's look at the weekly, right? The weekly. Look at the line in the sand here. And you might say, well, how do we know? What is that, right? Let's take off the Bollinger Bands for a moment because it really skews the data. All right, so look at this. So even on this, all the downtrend, right, since May of 2021, right, our peak, we haven't gone sideways more than a week or two, right? This is trying to form a bottom. I didn't say it was a bottom. I'm saying it's attempting to form one because it's going sideways at the same levels, holding that level just north of $6, right? So that's exactly what you want to look for to form a bottom. But we need to take out this level, right? This is kind of our double top, right? Or just shy of $10. Also, just south of the 21-week EMA. So, in order for us to continue, potentially forming that bottom, we need to take out a top at some point before taking out the bottom, right? So we have no closes. I would say this is our lowest close. We closed at 619, right? So, in order for us not to make a lower low and potentially, lose the bottom, fall out, we cannot close a weekly candle under 619. We need to take out a highest close, which is this guy right here, 877. So if we can close above 877, then we can continue this move up and, maybe come out of it on the better side. So what do we got? Well, potentially we could be looking at, a loosely formed something like that, right? That would be ideal. But you got a lot of obstacles before then, right? So you want to just be paying attention, right? More or less, we're just going sideways for the time being. We're waiting on Bitcoin, right? Who knows, right? We could be going the rest of the year just trapped inside this box. But whichever way a weekly candle closes outside of first, this side or this side, is likely the next several weeks to several months of your price action. Now, we could also stay inside this for several weeks to several months. So no matter when we close a weekly candle outside, top or bottom, that's likely the continued direction we will go. We have a huge obstacle here to overcome. The 200 week, right? That's about as big as an obstacle that you can overcome on any coin. Bitcoin, your favorite shit coin, your meme coin. If you're under the 200 week, it's tough to do anything, right? You got to get above your 200 week before you can get macro bullish again. So that will remain steady. It's slightly trending down, but 200 week is tough to be doing a whole lot. So just north of $10, right? Until you get above there, it's really just stuck in the mud. So we need to get above that in a big way, right? That would be a lot of things happening, right? You'd be on top of this box. You'd be breaking outside of this kind of double top we had, just shy of 10. You'd be on top of your 21-week EMA, which is also a bullish sign. So a lot of things would be going in Chainlink's favor if we can get above the 200 week. So that is the bigger picture to be watching for the next several weeks to even several months, right? Big zoom out picture, right? Look at the massive hill we climbed up of. You know, most people didn't get into this area. Most people got in this area. So they're pissed off at Chainlink because of their bad investments. So if you got in the first couple of years of Chainlink, I think you're still sitting pretty happy, right? So just my 2 cents on, you know, all the haters for Chainlink. They lose kind of sight of the bigger picture and, you know, where Chainlink is going in the future, all that good stuff. Be there or be square. No pun intended. That's pun intended. I don't know. Let's go look at, I got one more thing I want to show you. Let's do the ADX and the I. If you're not using this, I suggest you start using it because it tells you the trend that you're in a snapshot and a momentum of that trend. So the ADX and the I, right? Pull it up. On the hourly, it's not so helpful, right? You can see it. It can give you a kind of a boost to what you're looking at, right? Bears in the red, bulls are in the green. Whoever's on top's got the charge. And then, you know, your ADX, your average directional index, that's kind of your momentum of that move. You can see we're kind of losing momentum for the bears, so that's a good thing. We need to be crossing, right, in a bigger way. But the hourly, right, that's what to be looking at, where right, the bulls are fighting back. So we want to see that cross, and then we can see a momentum kind of turn around here with the ADX. You want that above 25 to really maintain strength on any time frame that you're looking at. So let's zoom up to the 4 hour, right? Bears still in charge. How about the daily? Now we got to fight, right? We got to fight for the bulls and bears for the past all of September, right? They're just going back and forth. Nothing big yet, right? Look at your ADX. We're way down low. So this is kind of a this is just another brawl in the street, right? You kind of ignore it, right? You're used to it. You really want these kind of moves, right? This divergence away from each other with the ADX following in said manner with above 25. Until you're above 25 on the orange, it's just ignore it, right? Look at any kind of bigger moves, right? That's a big bear move right there, right? You got to go way back to find a big bull move out of Chainlink, right? We're going back to 2020, 2021, right? But those are the ideas. And if it becomes too clustered, zoom out more. How about the weekly? That's where I like to use it. The weekly gives you a really quick snapshot of whatever asset you're looking at. And there you go, right? So we're trending down on the weekly for the first time in a long time, right? We're going back to, July, when we started to roll over here on the momentum of the bears. So we need to see this continue. You could see the bulls trying to close the gap here. Potentially, maybe looking at another couple weeks, right? We could get a nice move. If we get a cross on the weekly, then that's significant, right? We haven't had a bullish cross on the weekly in a significant way. You might even argue since, back in 2021, 2020, right there. Look at the ADX just skyrocketing with the bulls, right? That's what I'm looking at. Not this little stuff, right? Look at the ADX, way low, right? You might say, well, there's a cross there, but look at the ADX, right? So if we see a cross, we want to see the ADX curve up with it. So we want to see, this is ideal, right? This would be something ideal, right? We see the bulls cross, the red comes down. This is what we'd want to see in a bigger way, right? And if Bitcoin does this, right, altcoins will do it just as well, right? So this is the ideal scenario, what we want to look for going into, Q4, going into 2023. Watch the weekly ADX and the I for the bigliest. Let's get the quote of the day. The secret of business is to know something that nobody else does. Aristotle, that idiot, he knows a thing or two about a thing or two. And speaking of a thing or two, there's Lamborghini Countach 1 and the new one. They're all sold out, so you can't get one even if you do have 4 million sitting around. that's the price, and they're gone. You can't get one. But I didn't like them at first, but they're growing on me. I'm starting to like it a little bit more and more. It's a little bit of Frankenstein. They've taken some bits and pieces. They got like the Xeon taillights. They got a little bit of the Centenario kind of front end with the Xeon hood. So it's a little copy pasta, but it's got its own signature a little bit. The headlights are pretty cool. I'll stop rambling. I like it, but I can't. I'll never get one. They're probably like 7 million now, right? They're sold out, and then collectors just jack the price because they're the only ones that have them. So just like our Chainlink in a decade, right? You're not getting it. I'll sell it to you for 10,000 a link. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully you like this first Chainlink update in a long time. But if you want more, let me know. If you don't, you're not even watching anymore. So I'll see you on the next one. If you're lucky, all you have to do is click play. You'll be able to watch it.